This next episode of Overlooked History is about Richard Halliburton, a missing adventurer from Memphis. Richard Halliburton was born in Brownsville, Tennessee in 1900, and his family soon moved to Memphis. He originally attended a girls' school, as his mother was a teacher there. He later attended Memphis University School for Boys, before attending Princeton. While at Princeton, Halliburton decided to run away and live a life of adventure, so he went to New Orleans to work on board a freighter. He traveled to Europe, and 6 months later returned to finish school. Halliburton then returned to the sea to travel Europe and Asia. His first major adventure was climbing the Matterhorn, despite his lack of mountain climbing experience. At Gibraltar, Halliburton was arrested as a German spy. In Japan, he climbed Mount Fujiyama. His first book, The Royal Road to Romance, was published in 1925. After writing his book, he returned to the Mediterranean, where he recreated the voyage of Ulysses in the Odyssey. While on board the RMS Mauretania, Halliburton swam across the Dardanelles Strait in Turkey, recreating a swim made by Lord Byron. In 1928, he traveled to South America and retraced the route of Hernan Cortez and visited Chichen Itza. Halliburton also swam the Panama Canal. In order to do this, he was forced to pay a 36-cent toll, and Halliburton is today listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as paying the lowest toll in the canal's history. After the stock market crashed in 1829, Halliburton decided to fly around the globe in a small airplane. Unfortunately, he had no airplane and did not know how to fly. After finding a pilot and buying an airplane, named the Flying Carpet, he traveled to Africa and Nepal, and flew up the slopes of Mount Everest. In Borneo, he was almost killed by headhunters, but he and his pilot returned to safety in 1932. In 1936, Halliburton was approached by Art Linkletter, who was then a promoter for the 1939 San Francisco World's Fair, officially called the Golden Gate International Exposition. Linkletter suggested Halliburton pull off a massive stunt to open the fair, and Halliburton had an idea. He would build a Chinese junk and sail it from Hong Kong to San Francisco, where we put on display. Halliburton arrived in Hong Kong in September of 1938, aboard the SS President Coolidge. His new ship, called the Sea Dragon, was almost ready for sailing at the time. On February 4, 1939, Halliburton and his crew left Hong Kong, but the ship needed repairs. On March 4th, he set out again, and reported their progress by radio. They were last heard from on March 23, 1939, when in the middle of a storm they sent a message saying, "Have a wonderful time, wish you were here instead of me." At first, some thought it was a prank, but after extensive searching, Halliburton could not be found. His disappearance remains a mystery. Richard Halliburton was one of the most well-known adventurers of his day, and has been compared to Indiana Jones, Marco Polo, and James Bond. The only clue to his fate ever discovered was a sighting of his rudder adrift at sea. Thank you.